Sponsored by Black Magic Design, the world's highest quality products for the feature film, post and broadcast industries. blackmagicdesign.com. Western Digital and SanDisk, the global leader in memory cards and SSDs. westerndigital.com. The Tonkawa Film Festival, celebrating short films from around the world. tonkawafilmfestival.com. And by JMR Rentals, jmrny.com.
Well, I wanted to front load some of the award winners because, as you know, they always give out awards. They had over 90 premieres this year at the festival for its 40th anniversary. And one of the first award winners that I saw won the award for the Waldo Salt Screenwriting Award. And that was given to Jesse Eisenberg, the actor, who was turned filmmaker, for his sophomore film called A Real Pain. Now, his first film was called When You Finish Saving the World, which is a family dramedy. This, A Real Pain, extends that family dramedy into a relationship between two cousins. So he and Kieran Culkin, but they play the cousins. Jesse Eisenberg plays David, and Kieran Culkin plays Benji. After the untimely passing of their grandmother, they were given an inheritance with the intent to spend it to go to Poland and tour her motherland and see what her experience was as she survived the Holocaust. So it starts with them meeting in the airport and flying to Poland. And right away you get a sense of, which one is the more accomplished, which one's kind of the hapless layabout. But as the film goes on and these characters begin to grow and begin to interact with each other and with the tour group that they're on, you start to see, the cracks beneath the perfect veneer of the put together one. You start to see the real authenticity and veracity of the hapless one. And Kieran Culkin gives a dynamite performance in this. And I can see why it won a screenwriting award because it's very, very funny while still being authentic and real.
Like
and
a dramedy
hilarious.
type.
Yes, absolutely. So there were parts I laughed out loud. This film had the best use of the word boner I've heard in a screenplay in quite some time. I was in tears. But there's some great visuals. There's a moment where they are touring an old camp and you see this cage that's like a cattle cage. It runs the length of a warehouse full of shoes. And those shoes used to have feet in them.
Oh, my God.
It's breathtaking, and it's just sobering. It's just such a great movie. I loved A Real Pain.
So this is his sophomore. Did you see his first film?
I still haven't seen it. I really want to. I tried to do so before this because, I knew I was watching a second film. But I don't know that it's necessary. But based on the strength of this one, I know the man can make a good movie. So, yeah, I do want to see it.
It's funny because to me, Jesse Eisenberg was just from the Social Network.
Mm-hmm.
It was Mark Zuckerberg, and then he did that awful Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
and Batman v Superman.
Talk about that.
Yeah, it was just so sad. But I saw him in the Hulu series. I saw it on Hulu. I'm not sure if it's the Hulu exclusive, but I saw him in Fleischman is in Trouble. Have you seen that?
I still haven't seen that.
It's really good, and he's really good in it. Claire Danes is also in it. And it's one of those shows that sort of shifts perspective in an interesting way, and it's got a lot of surprises too. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it already, but I was like, oh, he's good. Like he's more than just this type of part.
Yeah.
And he has a real range to him, and he's been making movies since he was really young.
Yeah.
With really good filmmakers. Like he was in Noah Baumbach film. Squid and the Whale, I think, and so he's been around. It's like when somebody says that Greta Gerwig's a good filmmaker. I was like, well, she grew up on film sets.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's been doing this since she was like in her teens, so of course she's good by now. Do we know if that film is getting distribution yet?
I didn't look into that, unfortunately. I can't imagine it's not. With that star power behind it, with winning a screenwriting award at Sundance,
and
one of the
Culkin
most
just won
prestigious.
the Emmy too.
Yes, so and I will. Another thing about the film that really helps lend it the authenticity to the proceedings is because he's a Polish composer. It's filled with Chopin.
Oh, okay.
So every morning, when you wake up into a new scene, it's more Chopin for you. And I thought that was really a nice touch.